Metal Mummymon. Okay. He evolved this morning. Wow! I bet he can beat MegaRaymond. No way, your shrimp won't have a chance. Hey! Oh, you're here. Wow! MegaRaymond and Metal Mummymon. We'll see who wins now.
So good news, stream chat on stream and alerts seem to be working again. I don't know what was up on Wednesday. I think either Streamlabs or OBS had a wobbly. We didn't really do anything to fix it. It just works. But hey, it's for Digimon World 1. Last time we had Digimon, we trained him. It took forever to get techniques, but I did get the techniques I wanted, and I did get MegaRaymond. So now we have MegaRaymond. There's something we can do with MegaRaymond that we could not do with Metal Mummymon. And we're gonna train him up, and we're gonna beat the main game dungeon, the final dungeon called Mount Infinity. It's quite long, but you know, we have resources, we have a good ultimate. I think we got this. It's a shame to no longer have Metal Mummymon, who I do adore, but MegaRaymond is very good. One of my favorite ultimates, and is actually very, very good in this game. I'm gonna try to get their best move. I can't guarantee it because it's only an 8%. And you saw what luck I had with an 18% and a 26%, so you know, we try our best. We try our best. It's interesting if I want to get any tech. There is going to be a mech move that we do get. Today I'm gonna be trying my best to get that. The good news is that MegaRaymond, unlike Metal Mummymon, does have mech as their first like type, so he does learn mech moves a lot better than Metal Mummymon did. So, hey Metal Mummymon. Very funny that Metal Mummimon's first typing is not mech; it is battle. Alright, so I gotta go MegaRaymond on. MegaRaymond on. Or, actually, it's just the or. MegaRaymond or. The fuck up in the text never ceases to amuse me. And Mon, and Mon, and Mon. We never unmon in here. Now let's take a proper look at it. I did have to kind of rush out. He's actually a thing apart from offense. I think he is already better statted in basically every stat than Metal Mummymon. Part of that was having better stats as your champion. Part of that is that MegaRaymond just has a lot of very high base stats. So when you digivolve into him, you get lots of good max. Alright, so Metal Sprinter, we've seen, I think Metal Mummymon use that in battle. You basically generate junk above your head, and then you throw it out in a big circle. It's AoE, it's the base mech move, it's kind of garbage. 165 MP for 150 power is kind of bad. Megaton Punch is good. All Range Beam is ridiculously good and very expensive. And then do I want Pulse or Delete Program? That's an interesting question. I'll try Delete Program. Yeah, this move right here is the best ice move. The good news is that MegaRaymond has ice and water as their second nature, so they can learn this. If it was their third nature, it would actually be a 0% chance to learn this move, but they can learn it. Will they? Who knows? Also, yeah, his special move is called Genocide Attack. Legally distinct. Yeah, I think we probably want to do some training and then sleep. And then go do the thing that, because we are a virus type, so this is the icon for virus, the little lad. We can go into a house that we have seen a couple of times now. But I want to go in there. Technically, it doesn't matter going in there full health the first time. But I think we might as well. I'm not sure how long MegaRaymond stays up, so I guess we'll find out. Alright, I'm gonna put the defense chip away. Alright, so many plushes to pet. I did realize I don't think I have a Digimon plush. So we did go through Tokamon though, and Tokamon's here. Alright, I probably threw away the Hawk Radish. I don't need them anymore. Definitely defense. I'm gonna keep the Various, it's actually kind of helpful. One thing I'm going to buy, yeah, definitely going to buy now that we're at, nearly 5,000 health, is I'm going to buy some large. Yeah, Toothless Tokamon. He actually does have teeth. Not as many as he should. I don't know how to, like, bring him closer to the camera, like, kind of pull this off, but, he actually does have tiny little teeth little fangs painted on. And it's not the mega teeth. But he has tiny little fang teeth on this plush, yeah. But he's not big toothy. He does not open up his maw and unleash hell. In plush form anyway. We're gonna train, then we're gonna go to the shop, we're gonna buy some large... Do I buy a large MP as well? That's an interesting question. I think medium MPs are still... They're still very cost effective. It's probably alright to stick with, mediums. It's an interesting question though. Also interesting what I train. MP training's not bad. We do have all range Benom in a hand, so he does have very expensive moves. And this is one of the few things we have upgraded. Oh, I'm definitely gonna get him 400 brains. Like, more options in battle for orders is always good. I think 500 is very much the break point. 500, I think if 500 is what I'm thinking of, and I think it is. 500 is like the best brains. You don't really need to go past that. I guess we'll see if we ever get that many brains, but... Being very hongy or poopy at the moment. There we go. Yeah, so this guy is awake at night. Do you see he's sunset? So I'm curious as to when he will want to go to sleep. Alright. So how much more I can train him without him getting tired? We're nearly at the hour. I'm gonna go to the shop. And if he doesn't want to go to sleep at midnight, we will, rest him anyway. Then we can come back and get our new sirloin. So I think MegaRaymond, depending on when he goes to sleep. Oh, hi Monochromon, it's been a bit. Just large recoveries are actually, they're not cheaper than buying 10 small recoveries, but it's a lot easier to just fling out 5,000 than 10 500s in a fight. Yeah, I'm okay with using a lot more money. So the large MP is 5,000. Oh, that's an interesting question. Alright. Sure, I do keep my stock of, autopilots and porta potties. Oh, protection's interesting. Protection is, like, stops you from getting status effects for a little while. Protects your conned in battle, that's what it means. Protects your status condition. You don't, I don't know if it's like 100%, but I think, I don't think I've ever used it. But it does prevent statuses. It's like, do I just want a whole bunch of mediums? I think probably. Buy a few more of these. I think with that, we're pretty set. I think we're in good shape. Alright, let's go rest at Centaurimon. He's gonna want to sleep in the next hour. I don't know what hour he wants to go to bed, but I don't want to push the training and make him tired, so... Once I know when he goes to sleep, I'll have a better idea when I want to rest him. Okay, he wasn't too bad, he was just a bit tired. Still awake? Interesting, okay. It really is a nighttime one. I wonder if it is just like... straight up, he's not awake during the day. Alright, let's go get our sirloin. I think I could have ran to get the sirloin and then pooped, but I don't wanna take the chance of having a big poop of shame, over there. We do have money now, so I think Digimon should be back. Alright, what'd you get for the 5 days? We got a... Well, I got a large MP anyway. So yeah, it's the, I do think the 1,000 plan is kind of bad. I guess that was a large MP for half price, but it did take, 5 days. Alright. Alright. A little bit of HP. Wow, I guess I evolved him quite literally at the time he normally would have woken up. Alright, do you go into the purple? Still awake? Alright. I do love MegaRaymond. I like Digimon as well, who is not in this. It's basically the recolor of MegaRaymond. Yeah, there we go. Okay. Alright, do need to feed you. Okay. Alright, let's head off to the place where only virus Digimon can go. This is a very fun quest. I do like this whole area. It's very funny. You can do the first part of this with a low level. You can probably even do this. There are virus rookies, I'm pretty sure. It would be a little scary to do it with a virus rookie because there are random encounters, but the first bit of this quest does not actually have a boss. So, it's actually very doable with like a Numemon, for example. Just have to make sure you can avoid encounters. I don't think there's a good way to fly here, with Bergermon. I think I bought those 2 autopilots, I didn't actually have any. I should buy more when I come back, because I'll almost certainly be using an autopilot to get out of here, so I don't have to do the trek back, but I feel like the closest warp is Bergermon's Nest. I think the distance from town to here and Bergermon's Nest to here is pretty 6.5 dozen. Hello, Dark Rizamon. Bye, Dark Rizamon. So we were in here to try and learn Megalospark. Fucking failed. And I also thought we could go inside because I thought Airjavon was virus. Airjavon is not virus. Airjavon is vaccine. But now we have a virus. We should no longer be repelled. And we can enter Greylord's mansion. This is a very fun place. A big mansion. Anybody home? No one's home. So the thing you'll find is that, there's a bunch of doors. There's stairs. Most of them are locked. I think the upstairs might also be locked. We'll have a look. Yeah, that's locked and there's no keyhole for that one. Alright, so there's actually only one door open in this whole place. This is Luigimon's mansion, yes. And there's only one door that is open to us. Not this one, that one's also locked. This one. And there is a toilet in the mansion. You would hope so. So yeah, you can. You don't need porta potties in here. If you can get back to there, you're fine. Alright, in this room is the Digimon I was thinking of that we could learn Megalospark from. They have something a lot scarier in their repertoire. Let's see if we can fight. Really kind of hoping I don't want to be two of them, but even down here, this is such a cramped space. I wonder what's gonna happen. These are Soulmon. These are much scarier Soulmon than the ones that are outside. They do have Megalo Spark. I think one of them might have run away. That's the move, buddy. That's the move. I like them. They did not use the other move they have, but they have Thunder Justice, the strongest air move in the game. So these ones are a little scarier than the ones outside. Then we have this door here, which is a fridge, which is locked. Everything in this goddamn mansion, is locked. Oh nice, they gave me an autopilot. In here. And we got a glowy spot in the fireplace, which is a key, which opens not every door, but most of them. So now we can explore the mansion. Both of these doors lead to the main hall. That door also leads back into the dining room. I go up the stairs. I didn't mean to go up the stairs, but... This one over here is still locked because, as you saw, there's no keyhole. We can use the mansion key, which I believe is in our inventory. So coming here with 10 item slots is miserable. I already have quite full, but I can drop a Various or even a bandage if I want. But yeah, the mansion key does go in here. Where are these? Any books I can read? No. Book with a cool cover! Oh fuck yeah! We're gonna take that book, right? We gotta take a book. I didn't fall through correctly. Yeah, this is a trapdoor. I'm wounded. It does. I do believe that is a quarter of your Digimon's health. Oh, can I open the door up there, actually? I think that is where I'm supposed to go. So let's, go elsewhere. You kinda ran up there. That's fine, just a Digimon. Because you can, if you're better than me, you can avoid the random encounters in here and come with a much lower level Digimon, but... Poor thing. There's really only one scary, there's kind of two, so we are gonna be fighting. There is a boss, but the second time we come here. Whoa, 2 brain chips. We're also gonna be doing a guy who is missable in here later on as well. And that one's sealed by a weird force. We're gonna go up this way. And then there's this locked door. You restart the carnival music every time. Hey buddy, bye buddy. E-ship, alright. So there are Rockmon. I'm gonna have to fight these guys. There are Rockmon in the Grey Lord's mansion as well. You can find them outside of Mount Infinity, and they still look so strange. They still look so unfinished. Oh, he has. I didn't know if he would have it. This guy does have the move I want. It's only an 8% chance for me to learn it, but we will be fighting more of them. So I'm not bothered. But he did use the move I want, which is Ice Statue. It's a ridiculously good move. This might actually be the side area. No, I think this is it. Right. What? Oh! Yeah, it's so funny. If you find them first in Mount Infinity, you're like, oh, they're like the bad floor. For Polly's stuck in the desk. If you find them here first, you're like, what? Okay, got some medicine. I got a lot of stuff I need to do, deposit, but I will have to fling something away, but that's fine. For reasons. I do. Interesting. I'll think about it. Oh, this is a weird badger. Oh, whoa! Bye! Often just this coffin on a 4-poster bed is, interesting. Hi, my Otismon, how you doing? Apparently I did. Hello. Digimon? Are you okay? Give me food, okay? Give you food? I have food. Meat! I got meat! Meat! It's not the right kind of meat. My Otismon. Oh, I gotta get rid of 2 things. Okay, yeah, definitely get rid of the various. I got fridge key, that's not how you spell fridge. We got fridge key. We love a fridge. It says frig key. We love a frig key. Yes, my Otismon's trailer is down in the biggest sun it was made before Adventure. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I need to get an item from the fridge, so I'm gonna go ahead and feed this guy the MP chip. So that gave him 500 max MP, you know, it's fine. I'm saving my other chips that I'm getting for a reason. But I'm good to give, you know, I need the room. This is, the Grey Lord's Mansion, I think, is where 20 starts feeling a little constricting. I do have, like, the bandage that I don't really need to carry around. But we do need to go back to town before we can do the second part here. Anyway, so we'll be dropping off a bunch of stuff. Alright, and that leads to that door that was locked. So we went into the library and found the library. There's also this room. If it has chests in it, I may come back to this room later. Oh yeah, that's a lot of chests. Okay, we're gonna come back to this room on the second visit. It's a lot of chests in the Grey Lords match. It's why, it is actually, if you have a virus champion, the Digimon in here, apart from the Soulmon in the fridge room, don't fight those fuckers, aren't particularly dangerous. And you can avoid a lot of them. So there's a lot of goodies in here. I wouldn't come in here before having 20 item slots. Get Nanimon first. There's so many items. Alright, locked fridge. Use the key. There's a memo. Return to the position where you got the points from the dumb one. Wow, that's just rude. I think that's very, very rude. I should listen to this memo. So that is, I don't actually know if it changes if you haven't recruited Bakemon. That is the dumb one it's referring to. It's referring to the Bakemon. And the points is you recruited him. The fridge key does go away. That's kind of how it ensures you have room. So I don't really need to use the MP trip. I kind of forgot that the fridge key goes away. The mansion key sticks around. We will, once we're done in the Grey Lord's Manor, be putting that away. But hey, here's some steak. My oldest one has, tastes. And yep, we can just come back in this room. We don't have to do the drop around or anything like that. Once you've unlocked it, it is unlocked. You do have to futz with the coffin again. Alright, mansion basement. Alright, we saved my Otismon. This one's master in the mansion. We're here to save the island. Yum yum, that's a lot of meat. He is sitting on air, don't worry about it. Yummy, yummy. So yes, he was left starving because all the Digimon on the island are like losing their memories and their sanity. So the ones that were supposed to feed him didn't, and then he started starving. Because he kind of got engrossed in his shit and he forgot to eat, and I think we've all been there. I think we've all forgotten to eat sometimes. You should be a little embarrassed. Yeah, everyone's acting like a man, they're all losing their memory. I do. Yeah, building a city. And men have only fighting skills, so we're gonna invite my Otismon to the arena. But my Otismon is like, no, I still got research to do. So, as I said, there are two parts to this. We do have to leave.
I can tell you, weirdly, there's not one donut in here.
Oh. I got a double donut?
They did, yes.
Heck yeah.
Free donut day, Lane sister.
Yeah. Alright, let's put so much of my shit away. Alright. And probably will go ahead and put the bandage away. Ominous. I do need the mansion key for now. It will be going away later, but I may need it to open doors before then. Otherwise, I think we're good. There's 6 spaces, there were 4 chests. We need to, we can get rid of the Digimushrooms. Alright, in order to make the next part happen, we have to go and hit another flag. So, one of the flaggiest flaggers in this game is the Shalom Bulletin Board. So, hopefully, if I've done this correctly, there should be a new entry here. We have to go back. Alright, here we go. Show newspaper 6. This is one of the ones we were missing. Myotismon to retire? Rumor is that popular and able Myotismon will retire. No one at the arena has seen him. His career is at its end. He is too old! He is too old. Which, considering he's an immortal vampire, I'm not sure you can be too old. So yes, we have to read that, and it's like, whoa, something's up with my Myotismon. Just, you know, an hour ago, in-game hour ago, he was all fine. Things were dandy. Alright, so I will do, we'll do some more training. And then we will go tomorrow back to the Grey Lord's Manor, where we will finally get the boss fight. I correctly predicted he needed to poop, apparently. Of the manor. We'll get the recruit of the manor, and we will get a unique technique. It's strange that this one is placed there, but this is one of the, I think, 4 boss-only techniques in the game. So there's a lot of techniques you can learn from bosses, but there are 4 techniques that are boss only. And one of them is in the manor. Alright, let's get over 5,000 health, so the large HP could technically do a full heal. We're never gonna go as low as like 100, you know, I'll be blasting a large HP at like 500 at the lowest, but it is at least now not over max HP. So technically, your defense is pretty solid. And we did like a little bit of battling, but not that much battling, so we shouldn't be that tired. It was mostly running around exploring. Alright. 1 more hour and then trek back to the manor. Yeah, that sounds good. Oh, I should buy more autopilots. Actually, I do have 2 at the moment because I got 1 in the manor, didn't I? Yeah. I have 3 at the moment. Oh, spicy. Got another one for somewhere. Yeah, so he goes to bed around 6, so he might be tired and he might go for it now. Are we good? Alright. So normally I would do this this in order to save and sleep right before the fight. That can learn the unique move. I have save state, so I don't need to do that, which is why I did the extra hour of training. Thank God for save states. It saved me so much time. But, so this is like, it's a pretty high chance of learning this. Oh, there's actually 5 unique boss ones, that's it. This guy's not really a boss, but I think it is kind of the same Uvra. Alright, chance is 32%. We'll see how it goes. I do think the Sukiyamon are harder to dodge than the Dark Rizamon guards. Because they do that, like, leapy movement. It's genuinely harder to dodge than, like, normal walking movement. Alright, here we go. I don't know if we have to do... Actually, I haven't opened this door. I don't know if we have to do both of these. I think you may just have to do one. But you can go a couple of places to see that my Otis one is gone. I'm gonna try and leave. Trying to leave is the trigger. I may have to go back to his room first. Okay, yes, I do have to go to his room. I was like, is it just one or two? Because there's 2 places you can go and be like, my response not here. And then when you try and leave, a scene happens. But you do, in fact, have to do both. So let's go to his basement room. Yeah, he wants to eat. We're not gonna let him. Let's go get the chests in here. Before I forget, the doors do stay open when you unlock them, which is why you don't need the mansion key forever. And honestly, you're never coming back here, so like... Come here. Come on. Let me out of the room, please! Trapped in the Great Lord's mansion. Yeah, probably want a sirloin. I'm hoping to kind of get the seed that kicks things off and then we'll save. Do the proper save. Yeah, my Otis one is not here. I think it's just these 2 places you look for him, and then you try to leave the mansion and that triggers the event. I got a bad feeling about this. Hi, Digimon! Who are you? He's Digimon, a dark angel, holding the power of darkness. Now this one's in the mansion. He might be alive, maybe. Oh no. When is he alive if he's a vampire? And Devil Digimon, like from the Digimon Bible, yeah. Alright. We're his enemy. We try to get him, but he just flies over us. Bye. I'll say hi. I don't like that guy. Alright, so now we're just gonna save and sleep. So, there is only one place in this mansion that we have not been. Yeah, Demon not to be confused with Daemon. And Daemon is Creepymon, because I think they were like, we can't name him Demon. Alright, so now this door that was sealed is no longer sealed. And there's a lift. Alrighty. Getting past these two is kind of a gigantic pain in the ass, by the way. It can be done. I'm not terribly good at it because they like to do that. Maneuver a little bit off their I'm just gonna fight them. It's fine. What a block! Yes, so now we have defensive. So you can see that that move is really good. Like, you basically cannot stop it coming out once it starts coming out, which is really solid. Alright, but the main attraction is up here. So on the right we have a door guarded by 3 Dark Rizamon. And on the left we have a door guarded by fake Giramon. This is Techmon. He has a move that Giramon also used, but since Giramon had the unique delete program, you want to get the other one from this fight. As I say, there's nowhere else to get it in the game other than Giramon in this fight. So. He does have a lot of health. This guy has nearly 5,000 health. Which I feel like is about the same as Giramon. He does have full potential. That's not the move we want to learn. But I think if we did learn full potential, I would just take that. Since I don't need to learn all techniques. I think that's full potential, other than War Cry. I believe that's the one we want to learn. That's Reverse Program. Buddy, you are not hanging. He is small enough to fit in the gaps between that all range beam very aggressively, which is very annoying. Oh, did get hit by that one. Ooh, hello, confusion. Does that Buster Dive as well? Yeah, that's that. This guy has a lot of big moves. Alright, come on, move. I did learn Reverse Program, so there we go. Yes, you want Delete Program from Giramon, because that is unique. And you get Reverse Program from this guy. So, there we go. 206 power, 290, 7 MP. Long and flat. It's not as good as Delete Program, in my opinion. Alright, so I believe, the 2 doors, I think this one is the correct one. Yeah, we are in a new area. The other one, I think, just literally loops you. Sorry, my name is Spawn. One moment, please. You know, Polly needed a cracker. Hey, my name is Spawn, what's up? A little bit of a gross lab. Don't really want, you know, what was my Otis Spawn doing in here? Well, I think, might have been making this dude. Hi! I am! Hello, what's up? That's a skeleton! That's a skeleton Digimon. Don't feel life, but evil! Don't tell me I'll attack you. We could just tell him we're Serene and Polly. We could just do that. It would be the easiest thing to— oh, okay, fight. Because this is the boss fight of the manor. He does have a lot of, health. Another thing that's really good about it launching up is that when they attack us, it will hit them afterwards. They, like, mostly won't be able to guard when they're just finished attacking. That's a really, really good counter move. Nice Buster Dive. Dynamite Kick. Alright, get my big finisher out. Bye, MegaRaymond. Who I do love, I love MegaRaymond. Alright, well, you drop in an offense chip. Nice, nice, I'll take that. If I can get it? Oh, good. Okay, he did disappear. Alright, take the off chip. Let's go back to my Otismon. You're so long, gay MegaRaymond. Alright, door open. Hey, my Otismon, how you doing? I did rescue you, yeah, I think. Digimon is an asshole. He is mean. He's so mean. He ruined my research with evil. What a jerk. What a jerk. Collecting bones and put them together, he'll be more careful. Digimon is awful. No one's tricky whenever it's this bad. Maybe he's being brainwashed. Ah, so my Otismon is like, maybe he could join you. So we actually, that achievement message is correct. You don't recruit my Otismon. He does join you in the arena, so you can fight him in the arena. But you actually recruit MegaRaymond from this. Not my Otismon. So, yeah, why not, right? I believe we are now done with the manor. We'll go ahead and get out of here. Guess we'll see. I don't remember what MegaRaymond... I do remember what MegaRaymond does, but Yes, in the cartoon, yeah, in the anime, the, Violet Spawn was a piece of shit, yeah. Big bad, big bad. Alright, Cookstaron came here and made a statue. It was a very ugly statue. And Skull Greymon came here saying he'll compete in the arena. Violet Spawn interpreted. Alright. Are we 69 prosperity? Nice! I was hoping. Alright, I need to get some water. I'll be right back. That's a fine city.
Right.
It's actually a final city. I think I got my storyline, I'm just gonna check. No, did not. Alright. Raymond, you're still talking about the invisible bridge? Yep. Alright, I don't think Bulletin Board 7 is about my own spawn, but I guess we'll find out. I'm gonna have a look. We're gonna go to the arena, see if we can see our boy, Skull Greymon. Ah, no, there we go, it is. So 7 is also my own spawn. My own spawn denies his retirement. In an interview, he denied the rumors. He is still working hard. He loves his fans. He also announced that his pupil, Skull Greymon, will make his debut. So I don't know if you see Skull Greymon in here. I think you do. I think he's chilling in the corner. Oh, he chilled in the corner. Maybe not this time of day. Those seats are for guests. Alright, so down here's the curling, by the way. Oh my god, this one is so nice. Yeah, here's curling. So there's Penguinmon and Metal Mamimon live in there. Jerks. Hate them. So both my oldest one and Skull Greymon are now in the arena. Frankly, you are making the arena a little bit harder for yourself. They are both quite strong. Definitely not to be messed with. Alright, so... Train for one more... I'm gonna train for one more day, and then we're going to take on Mount Infinity. I think we're strong enough, especially with a ton of items. Money and items will overcome, just like next order, honestly. Money and items overcomes a lot of stat deficits. And Mount Infinity is where the enemies who use Ice Statue live, so I'm probably going to be doing a bunch of fighting in there. I will probably blast even more money on recovery stuff. Oh yes, I do need to put stuff in the, in storage. I'm gonna see if I can get 450 brains. Oh. Easy to Lulu. There is a small chance a very small chance we will learn a technique from 450 brains, but I feel like it is, it's worth giving it a go. We'll go ahead and do that. And I think we'll sleep, and then I think we will go to Mount Infinity. I mean, a lot of fighting that'll be done because I can't dodge the fuckers in there, but, you know. That's neither here nor there. I knew you would. I knew the hour would roll over and you would want to eat. I knew it. Yep, no, it would tell you there if you learned the move, so... Offense is the best stat. It really is just the best stat. I'm gonna feed him, I'm gonna go rest him, even though that reduced a little bit of his tiredness, this is just a good chance for it. Yeah, I thought he would be tired. Alright, a little bit more training, buddy, then we're going. I think the level of items we have is fine, but... It's sort of a matter of, like, I'm going to be trying to fight random things to learn a move. It's probably good to have a surplus. I'm gonna buy some larges. Alright. Don't think there's anyone new in the secret item shop. Oh, there's someone else you could get for the secret item shop, which I think is now... I think they've been available for a bit, but... This is a fight that, I don't think it's terribly hard, but could surprise you. Yeah, because there's literally a fight right here. Hi. So I think in order to be able to fight this guy, you need to have opened the secret item shop. But yeah, if you, like, use this to, get down into the forest, thankfully you can be like, I don't want to fight you. Especially if you've brought in a fucking rookie down here. But yeah, here's Digimon. Yeah, he's just a champion, so... Alright, so he goes into the secret item shop. Oh no, hang on. Oops. Ah, the blue apple, of course. Yeah, Yeah, that's fine. I was like, I'll have room for this, and then I picked up a blue apple. Let's go to item storage. I'm gonna need a lot of room for Mount Infinity, so I'm gonna need to put some stuff away. I'm kind of hoping to use up all my small recoveries. Because at this point, they're cost effective, but like I have 5,000 health. It's kind of aggressive. Alright. If I need to, I will just throw the Digi mushrooms. I have 7 spaces now. I can always fling the mushrooms, and I'm hoping to get rid of my small recoveries, so... Alright. 1 round in training to sleep so that I get to full health. And then we do Mount Infinity. Let's do the final dungeon. More offense? Yes, please. Offense is the best defense. You hit harder, you kill them faster. To eat? Yep. Actually, have some mushrooms. We'll get rid of them this way. Ah, he really does want a full sirloin. Good job, buddy. Alright, let's go save outside of Mount Infinity. I do like that the final dungeon of the game is literally just in your town. You don't have to go far. You're right here. It's a pretty small digital world, it turns out. Oh, you dick! There's a Vermiliamon down there. Can't believe I was close enough to grab him in. It's not a bad thing for reasons that we will see when we go over there. But yes, the random encounters in here are very chunky. They have good moves. They do damage. There's some very scary stuff in this dungeon. We're wanting to fight the Rockmon because they have a move we can learn. That's the move. Again, I only have an 8% chance of learning it. I would really love to, but I am not banking on it. I mean, I had such trouble getting moves, I had like 3 times the chance of learning. Now it's gonna be rough. Alright, got an Omnidisc. So the reason why I'm not actually that bothered by that guy coming in here, is these guys are blocking the exit. And it's very tough to get past all 3 of them, because there's one standing where I came in. So often you have to fight 3 of the fuckers. So fighting one of them was actually not too bad. Alright, these are not Digimon, those are, Pitomon. Neatly distinct, they're pink. Pink pants. They have a lot of really good, wind moves, so they, I think, have Hurricane or Confusion Storm, or both. We got some, Garurumon here, I think, rather than Garurumon. As long as we get into the green, we're okay. Kinda wanna fight this guy on his own, but I think these guys come running up anyway. Can't wait for him to fuck off. Down here, onwards. Mount Infinity is quite long. Yeah, and some fights are just, if you're, you come out, you don't move right away, you kinda get hit. I don't know if I can get that second Garurumon out here. Kinda waiting to see if he'll maneuver off screen, but I think we'll just go for it at this point. He went away anyway. It says Garurumon are legally distinct from Garurumon. I love all the recolor names and stuff, they're very funny. That mirror is also quite good because it takes a while to land, that you can, yeah, hit them past the pixel. It was still a little too early. And these guys have Buster Dive. Don't think. Oh, they do have the move I'm looking for. Okay. That's okay. So these guys are good to fight then. So, 8%. Roll the bones. Come on. There we go. I've been too lucky at getting the boss techniques. The game is punishing me for not getting the normal techniques. I do believe that two of the 5 bosses to learn techniques from are in here. So one of them here's where we want some porta potties, because there are no toilets in Mount Infinity. Oh god, do you even have a chest behind you? Okay, there is. Oh, he came back around. That's alright, that's alright. I was kinda wanting to get this guy on his own, but that guy is very annoying to dodge. He is quite big in a very small space. Alright, that is our smalls out. Oh no! He tried to use it on us. We were pixelated, so it worked on the Vermilion. That move is, you can see how much damage it does and how fast it is. I'm really hoping we learn it. It is definitely MegaRaymon's best move and probably the best move in the game. But alas, it is only an 8%. You're in front of a chest, and you might have it. So, I probably would have had to fight the Vermilion anyway. Alright, at least this guy's on his own this time. But no, I got delete program first time, reverse program first time, and pulse laser either first or second time, so... You can't, yeah, my luck had to change somewhere, right? Had to compensate for that good luck with bad luck elsewhere. Keep hoping. Keep going, please, come on. E-chip. Onwards. Ah, okay. So, hi Digimon. So, funny enough, I think you might still be Digimon in here, even if you, haven't met him in the Grey Lord's Manor. Maybe you don't. I don't know if I've ever done this before the Grey Lord's Mansion. You do, I believe you do. You do fight him here, which is very funny. I think the game does make this assumption that you do everything before you go to, Mount Infinity. It's a little ballsy. Okay, you can see the amount of damage I am doing is, it's not high. The bosses in this dungeon are, I might get interrupted. They pressed square. Okay, God, now it came out. You can't see me underneath all our stuff, but kind of walked back into that one, buddy. What's happening in this fight? Who knows? Can't see it. We have this big ass arena and we are tucked in a corner of it. Oh, there we go. Nope. Back we go. Oh no, paralysis! Alright, that should do it. Alright, Digimon down. Dropped a quick chip. Hey, thank God it's not on the red square. Can't believe I was brainwashed by him. He's strong. Can you defeat him? I'm gonna give him my best shot, buddy. Yes, Digimon was indeed being brainwashed. Right, Digimon? Alright, we recruited Digimon. So this area does have enemies in it when Digimon's not here. Basically, all the areas in Mount Infinity, once you do the bosses in them, and there's quite a few bosses in here, start having enemy encounters in them. Alright, this guy is very difficult to dodge. You basically kind of lure him out. You have to do what you always do. You have to go close enough to lure him out but not get hit by him, and it's surprisingly difficult. I'm fine with fighting him because he has a move I want, so, you know. You can see why he does so much damage. He has the buff move that's attack, and it is a massive buff to attack, so he does, Rockmon can do a lot of damage with that. Alright, so did you use the move? 8%. 8%. Nope. Pilot. There, we're gonna fight this guy. Normally you can just ignore the shit out of this guy. I'm trying to think. I think it's another dungeon that has a fight that is a problem. There's some areas in this game where fights aren't fights. We'll probably go there, so you'll see what I mean. Yeah, that move there. That move is very scary. He basically has max attack now. That's a little rude, buddy. I mean, it's nice seeing the move because I know that, like, guaranteed if I see the move, I can learn it. Will I? Probably not. But I can. Nope. I think Rockmon also have a really tiny chance of dropping a stat up fruit, which is part of the Retro Achievement Mastery and might be one of the... I think the worst part is the rare items that are only gotten by, like, killing specific Digimon and hoping for, like, their 1% drop. I fought so many Rockmon to try and get their drop. Oh, you defended that? You rude jerk. You can see that for the most part, you really don't want to be fighting stuff in here. The boss fight at the end of this game is very difficult. really the thing is you don't really want to be wasting resources if, you know, say you haven't been doing the money trick with Emojimon. Keep on rolling, rolling, rolling. Okay, there's just this dead end with nothing in it. Oh, this one has something. Double flop! Whoa! Alright, let me sort my inventory. So that now my medium recoveries are right at the start. Nope. Uh-oh. I think I'm gonna fight this guy. He does have, Ice Statue. He's on his own. Worth a punt. Worth the 8% chance, I think. I do have plenty of healing items. I think he is much less scary than the Rockmon, because I don't believe he has the buff. Which really is the part that makes the Rockmon absolutely terrifying. He does indeed have it. Got him. Not as lucrative, but only minorly and much less scary. Whoa, I ran all the way back over here. Okay. Wait, you're still hungry? Goddammit. I mean, it is good. I'm doing a lot of fights here, so feeding him more sirloin is good. You can get tired doing a lot of fights in here. Fight does give you fatigue. Something up here. Ah, yep. Oh, super recovery. So that is full HP, which, large recovery is basically full HP because I don't think I'll ever be below, 100. Ha, this is the exit. Okay. Sup recovery. Yeah, sup recovery. Alright, is there something over this way? You guarding anything? You just a dude standing. He's just a dude standing, but we were able to get past him. You know? Okay, this might be... I think we might be... Yes, we're at the kind of optional boss fight here in Mount Infinity. But we of course we wanna fight this guy. Take the double save. But hi! It's MegaRaymond! How scary! I feel it in my bones! So we're so this is... Again, I think the thing about the move we can get from this fight, we can also get it from another fight. I don't mind it, so I'm fine with just, not getting it from this fight. Like the final boss that we cannot get with MegaRaymond. I'm fine with not getting this move, but... That's DG Dimension. That's the move we can learn from this fight. You can also learn it from a couple of other boss fights, but I don't think it's a particularly high chance. It's a 15%. It's not actually all that good a move. Compared to this move right here, it's much easier to interrupt. It's quite slow, and it's not that much more damaging. So I'm pretty happy to just not learn it. We'll see if we will. Like, we may just learn it. I've had some pretty good luck with learning boss moves on this run. Yes, we got the mirror match, and we're very similarly statted as well from the damage taken and received. We're actually I think they definitely have a lot more offense. The enemy tends to have a ton of offense because they know you have healing. See, there we go. We interrupted it. Even once that like big move, like the strain has changed, you can interrupt it, which makes DD Dimension nowhere near as good as it looks cool. You know, it's a very cool looking move. It's not actually that good. Did we learn it? Oh, we'll find out. Nope, that's fine. So if I was trying to get all the techniques, I would save before that fight to learn it. I think the big one you want to save beforehand is actually the next boss fight in here. And it's the reason why a lot of the time if I'm trying to do this in a one Digimon run, I will use MegaRaymond. Because he's one of the few ultimates. I think he's the only one you can get. It might not be the only one you can get from the start, but he's definitely the easiest one to get. From the start, who can learn the move that only this one boss uses. I believe we are now almost at the end of Mount Infinity. I think this leads to the proper boss fights. Yeah, you can actually just walk right past MegaRaymond. We are indeed. This is where I would I would wait until, if I didn't have save states enough where I was learning the move, like, God, I did this. I did this last year in order to learn this move, and it sucked. It took so long. You save right here, you walk up. This is the boss fight. Here we go. Do the boss. He's MegaRaymond. Out of the way, please. So this is the third boss of Mount Infinity. He is quite tough. He has 8,600 health. Yes, I think with enough items, Chap had a really good shot of beating this. But his stats are lower than what we have, and you can see how much damage we're taking. So I figured we'd do the second one. That is Infinity Burn. That is the unique move that only this fight has. If you have a MegaRaymond in the mirror match for this, I believe it's an 8% chance of learning. Which again makes it huge dick. It does nearly 1,500 damage. That's Meltdown, hello. So this guy, yeah, items are paramount here because he does ridiculous amounts of damage. Don't know how much damage he's gonna do with that, so I'm just gonna preempt it here. 2,000, okay, not as bad as I thought. times for me. So this is a prelude. The two boss fights in the main, the end of the main dungeon in this game are really hard. But the power of money and items cannot be overstated. Okay, he is doing like, you know, medium MP's worth of damage to me with his normal ass moves, you know? Wow, I'm actually guarded with this. Okay. Oh, no. Oh, good. Okay. Perfect, perfect, perfect. I always try to heal up before the end of a fight to lessen the chance of injury. So it's also a very long, very difficult fight to have an 8% chance of learning Infinity Burn. If you have fire as your third type, you cannot learn it. And I feel like maybe, I don't even, are there any? I'm trying to think of ultimates that have fire as their first type, but I don't know how many there are. We have recruited MegaRaymond, and we are, you know, yeah, I had to do it so many times, and of course I was doing it on hardcore. So I made a proper save in this room rather than a save state. So it was it was rough. It was rough. All right, we ready for not the hardest fight in the game, but you know, we're getting there. Definitely a very tough final boss. He's there! I found him! Hello! You're the boss! This is Analog Man. Funnily enough, we did learn about Analog Man in Next Order. Next Order is a sequel to this game. Can't believe you kids are messing up my plan. So close to ruling the net world. Oh, rude. Yeah, we're friends! Yeah, how is Analog on in digital space? I mean, I think it's why he's being such a dick. He doesn't like it here. Alright, Machine Dramon! So yes, the final fight of this game is Machine Dramon. And I think is why MegaRaymonds appear all over Next Order as well. It is a hell of a reference. So he is, like, making all the Digimon feral, essentially, which is kind of destroying the island, and thus kind of the fabric of the digital world. His plot kind of comes more into fruition in Next Order, which is very funny. Here, he is just kind of a dick. Alright, so MegaRaymond is very tough, tougher than MegaRaymond. He has, I believe, max offense, so he hits like an absolute fucking truck. This is one big endurance match. He does have Thunder Justice, the best air move in the game. Have lots of healing items on hand for this one. I know what I should do. Omnidiscs are kind of bad. Oh dear, he already got his finisher off. How much damage does this do? 2-7, okay. Oh, come on, go off, please, thank you. You do not want your finisher to be interrupted. Yes, it's very funny that Machine Digimon is one of the 4 Dark Masters is not actually that prominent in the show. I'll show you a punch. Thunder Justice is definitely the move to watch out for. How long this fight is, you will probably see his finisher half a dozen times. Being a little ballsy here. I'm trying to pull value from my large recoveries. There are like Arukenimon who are just kind of around in Time Stranger. But yes, there's a lot of typecast ones. But like, I do feel like, you know, Next Order and this game allow you to recruit like Myotismon, and he's fine. He's not a villain in either game. The Machine Digimon villain arc of both this and Next Order come explicitly. Next Order's villain arc for Machine Digimon comes explicitly from this, which I do find kind of funny. Oh, that's beautiful. Oh no, it missed! Oh, I was like, I'm gonna interrupt him, and then it missed. Oh no, he's so big! How did that miss? I can't believe that missed. Alright. That's Machine Raymond. Does give you max bits, which is nice. I spent a shit ton of money on this guy. Alright, we did it! Wow, wow. Wow, wow. Ask for forgiveness. Oh no, no, buddy, child, he's pretty evil. He doesn't really wanna... He's a pretty evil motherfucker. Gonna blow up the island! Too bad, kid. Oh. Oh no! Yeah, mods? Mods? And there he is! You're done for now! There's nothing we can do. It's alright, says Aru. Huh? Hi? Alright, huh? It's not transferring! Something is wrong in the program! What's happening? Hear everyone's voices. Who's there? Alright, hey Digimon! Thanks for sending your energy. Yeah! Yeah, we can hear all the little lads. We can hear our town lads. They're sending our powers. Oh, the faces. Oh, the faces. Yeah, so they kind of like I don't know, slurp him into the machine, and that's why he's still around in next order. Hey, Airjamon! Airjamon! Hurry up, come on! Peace has returned to File Island. Yeah, oh, sorry, don't upload yourself to the dark web on unsecure bandwidth, correct! Alright, time has come. Wish we could stay, but you know moms, they worry. Yeah, Digimon from the top rope! Digimon is a mega! He is a mega! He's the only mega in this game! I mean, no he isn't, because there are others that are actually megas, not ultimates, but he is a mega Digimon! Digimon's got the real shit, man. I would love to save, thank you. Our adventure was grand. Alright, credits roll! Yeah, Leomon lives. Leomon's fine in this game. So that is, that's the end of the main game of Digimon World 1. We are not done. I'm going to get all prosperity, which means I'm going to do a few areas we've not been. I've got some more Digimon to fight and recruit. Those two we haven't seen. We're gonna get one of those with MegaRaymond. The other we're going to get with my third and final Digimon, because there's one area of the game that we need a specific Digimon for. Mona Marshall? Oh, of course. Of course it's Mona Marshall. Of course Mona Marshall's in this. It's Izzy. I'm always shocked I see Mona Marshall now.
I'm home.
There was a second voice actress in this game. Yeah, it's so Mona Marshall, yeah. So Izzy. Alright. Just make sure you save. Because you do need to load that save. MegaRaymond. Let's continue our adventure. We've got more Digimon to recruit.
What? See? My Mamemon wins. You know, you really got good at raising Digimon. I had to, because when I was there, I had such a hard time. Huh? Nothing. Are you talking about Digimon World again? Stop dreaming. I'm telling the truth, and nobody believes me. What are you saying? Analog Man is back again? Beep 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 ba ba ba. Boodoo 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 beep boo. All right. Will you deliver my Digimon? Deliver where? Hey, where you going? Where? Where else? Digimon World.
That is so quiet. I cranked the volume up and it was still very quiet. Why do we get the credits again? Skipping them. I don't think that skips the scene at the start of here. For some reason, you do get the credits again when you jump back in. I'm gonna have to turn the volume down for in-game. My cutscene is ridiculously, quiet. Yeah, not all those kids are knocked out. Alright, thanks for inviting me. Polly's back, yeah. Tamer level's going up, and here's a medal. So yeah, and you also get a card. So we got a Tamer level. They're now level 4, which is good. Our next Digimon's gonna have some stats, finally. We got our first medal, which is finish the game. It's gonna be the only medal we get. Like, maybe I will show off all the medals. I might, like, carry over my file that has done everything and show off all the medals and stuff at some point. And then this final card down here is a special card. Machine Raymond. Yes, we are back at the exact time we left. No time has passed. Don't worry about it. Get ourselves some sirloin. Put away our chips. As I said, I do have a plan for those chips, so... And then we're gonna go talk to Digimon. And we're not going to do the thing that Digimon tells us about. Oh, it's an interesting question if I want to. I'm trying to think. Okay, okay, the way this dungeon works is weird. 2 of the places are fine. Straight up if it goes there. One's a little irritating if it does, but on the other hand is probably okay. Yeah, I think it's worth talking to Digimon. It means we'll have to do the end stuff in a slightly weird order, but... that's fine. Alright, you're back! This is something I can't ask anyone else. Analog Man is back. I felt his evil, but I can't tell where it is. We'll find him and take care of it. Analog Man's evil has come back. So Ninjamon's here for training. MegaRaymond here's for modeling. Devimon's talking about a really fantastic item. Digimon is healed, and now he's working. So Digimon doesn't give you prosperity until you beat the game, and then he joins your town. We're at 81, so the max prosperity in this game is 100. 1 is not available until you beat the game. Because he's a boss that's only available to you after you've beaten Mount Infinity. I don't know if MegaRaymond wants to fight him. He's quite tough. Interesting. We'll see. I've got other bosses to fight first, so we'll see. Alright, pretty much healed. Alright, let's go do... there's one more recruit in the forest that we haven't gotten yet. He only appears once you have gotten 50 prosperity. Oh yeah, there's a statue of us now in the fountain. Thumbs up! I don't know if there's a bulletin. No, the last bulletin is the UFO one. Alright, so we're gonna go get the last guy in the forest. It is an ultimate, so it is a tough fight. Not anywhere near, basically... Oh, shit. Right, now that Ninjamon is gone, this area now has enemies in it. I do forget that every time. I really thought I was dodging him now. Didn't go down far enough. It's so funny because I'm so used to the screen not having any encounters on it. Because the vast majority of the time it doesn't. It doesn't have anything on it when you like first play through the game, and until you beat Ninjamon it still doesn't. Ninjamon is usually one of my last recruits because like he doesn't really do very much, so... Alright, we actually want to go down here. This is why I came to the side. It's the fastest way to get down to this screen. So there was this, like, weird tree door over here that we basically ignored. We came to see it, like, once or twice. Hi, Amon. Akaborimon wants none of this. Amon does damage you into the fight. He's a dick that way. If I want to fight the fight after that you get after Machine Dramon, I'll definitely need to do more money, I think, in order to kind of replenish my healing items. I mean, luckily there's not a series of fights on the way to it, but it is a very long and annoying journey with annoying enemies. Oh, the kicks. Amon is quite tough. He does a lot of damage. You have a very small arena. He's got pretty high defense. So yeah, unlike Ninjamon, he does not ask you if you want to fight. So if you come onto the screen with more than 50 prosperity, he just jumps you. Excellent! There we go. Interrupted a finisher. I do not know why Machine Dramon did not get hit by that big attack. I really feel like it should. I wonder if he was like... I don't think he's uninterruptible, you know? Yeah, Elvis jump scare. Alright, bye, Amon. Just 7777. Give me your brain chip. Guys, nothing. Yeah, right? Sneak attacked us by surprise. What a jerk. And that 6 years, I'll show you how strong I am. Just you watch. Yeah, this is, we recruit Amon. Yeah, there's just this, no one's here, go home! So we could actually see this before we had 50 prosperity. It was perfectly safe to come up to his house, so... It's only after you're at 50 that he attacks you. Yeah, Anamon's been in the Digivision for a long time, and I love that Metal Anamon is in Next Order as a villain. I love Metal Anamon and Anamon. Alright, we're gonna go back the same way we came, for a reason. And that reason is the Sukemon is gone because Anamon now sits here. He came to the city, he tried to make a harem and got kicked out. So he sells you the golden banana, which is his evolution item. For 50k, which is a lot of fucking money. But yeah, you can get an Amon if you pay him. So he actually gets rid of the encounters. So yeah, there's basically this short window of time between defeating Ninjamon and recruiting Amon where you have encounters on that screen. I totally forgot. I think it is actually because I also usually... Yeah, I'm not surprised you're tired, buddy. You've done so much fighting. You've been such a trooper. So yeah, I think I usually go down through the forest. I totally forgot there was like an encounter on that screen. All right, have a good sleep, buddy. This game is rated T for teen. He is absolutely the toxic polykill partner. Yes. Let's see what Digimon says about him. Alright, there is one fight that I kind of avoided in Mount Panorama because it's a dick. We'll go do that now. Now I'm here to talk about what in a cool shop sounds suspicious. Now 84, so yes, you can see that ultimates are worth 3, and a lot of what we've got left is ultimates. So we actually do not have that many Digimon left to recruit. Alright, so Mount Panorama, I feel like it is 6.5 dozen going to Gear Savannah and going down to where Mamimon lives. But we're gonna go fight Mamimon now. I left him alone because he is such an asshole. MegaRaymond is basically doing a big fight cleanup for me, which is why I'm definitely considering doing the fight with him. I think, funnily enough, might be the most important recruit of the game if you were trying to do the retro achievements and you don't mind exploiting a glitch. He is strictly post-game only. Alright, much like Piximon, it may take us a while to find this fucker, so here we go. This one is very in character with Game Set Digital was. I agree. So it's very easy when you come out this side to know if he's here or not. If that Mud Frigimon is here, he's not here. If that Mud Frigimon is gone, he's around. So you can actually even hear the Mud Frigimon before you even see him, but I like to see him to make sure before I go down. Yes, 2 recruitment we cannot do yet. Those are going to be done by my 3rd and final Digimon. Actually, 1 I could technically do, but I think it would be tricky, so I think it's better if I do it on my next Digimon as well. So there's 3 Digimon recruits I'm going to get on my next Digimon. Otherwise, we've got this guy, we've got Garurumon, and we've got the 1, post-game guy. That could be it at this point. Oh, there's actually a 4th we can't do until our 3rd Digimon. So I probably will go ahead and do it. It's a very tough fight, so I am gonna wanna get even more healing items, especially after fighting this jerk. So I think I might be doing the money trick again. Go ahead and get ourselves a shit ton more money. Really doesn't want to get... Mamimon is a shit. I'm trying to think who's... I think Metal Mamimon is actually the easiest to get, although I've had times where Metal Mamimon just would not appear. But I think the Metal Mamimon is the easiest one to find, I think. I think Piximon is the worst, but this guy is also a shit. There's not really anything you can do other than keep trying. Keep going back and forth. And there's one thing that doesn't get you a recruitment, but is... So the thing Digimon asks us to do does not get us a recruitment Digimon, but I will do it to show it off. But I will also do that on my final Digimon. You go get that Digi-Shroom. Oh, goodness. I do like that Next Order has a ton of stuff to do in the post-game. There's a lot of grind in that game, past even all the stuff you can do in the post-game in that one. But there is a huge amount post-game. This game doesn't have a massive amount that you cannot do before beating the game. Like, this right here is not post-game. We could have fought this fucker at any time. He's just a dick. And he's not showing up. Oh, God, he's the shit. I have money. What am I doing? Just porta potty. Like, I'm running over to the toilet. It's like, no, I can just porta potty him. It's fine. It don't matter. This is supposedly a 5% chance. I don't know how true that is. Oh, yes! Alright, here we go, motherfucker. Are we gonna battle? Chicken? Okay, let's fight! He called me a chicken, he ain't getting away with that. I know he called me a chicken. Yeah, he has full potential as well. For Metal Mamimon can't have it, or this guy can. And that is kind of what makes him the hardest of the 3, Metal Mamimon, Mamimon, and Piximon, is that he can buff his stats, and full potential is really good. Kind of hoping I learn it here, but it's not a high chance, like a 15%. And you can see how much that is buffing his stats. Including his defense. If you want to do arena stuff with ultimates, full potential is very... Well, full potential would be useful if you didn't just get max stats, but don't worry about it. Oh, please hit him. Yes, good. Try to see if we can get far away enough to use the finisher. There we go. Yeah, drop your chip, buddy. Let's do it. Oh no, I lost! It was pretty tough. Alright, everyone's going with me. Goes to the city. Alright, I got a lot of chips to put away. I find the next recruit we have very glitchy in how he's supposed to work, so I guess we'll see. I can take my shrooms, it's fine. Alright, we're going to Friesland. I'm going to go and buy as many medium recoveries as I can. We're gonna do a ton of trading. Let's go. Money, money, money. I kinda need money to show off, the glitch, so... Alright, to Friesland. We got two things to do in Friesland. One is to make a shit ton of money, and one is to recruit. Didn't spend all my money this time, so I don't have to sell things to be able to fly to Friesland. I think the Ice Digimon here do in fact, use, Ice Statue, but we're fine. We don't need it. Alright, instead of going to the Digimon, we're gonna go north first. Past this house I wish I could go in. And we, it's south, okay. We actually passed this guy earlier. I ignored him. We callously ignored him. But hi, this is not a Garurumon. This is Garurumon. And if you want to answer, you have to accept the challenge. You don't, you can walk around him. You can literally ignore him. Oh, he has it. So he's pretty strong, he's not very defensive, so we do decent damage to him. Oh, that's a very good pixel. I like that. Oh, he's so close. It's true, more times you know man and stronger gets, that would be funny. So it's not just a simple you fight him, you get him. Unfortunately, he's a bit more of a dick than that. Alright, so we fight him. He goes, 2-on-1 isn't fair. I go, well, that might be so. Never lose to anyone in a fair fight. Fight 1-on-1, come back tomorrow evening at 4. Only Digimon will fight. So you can't use items and you can't, you cannot, direct your Digimon. He has to win the fight on his own. There is a thing that makes it easier. I have found it very glitchy. I'm gonna come in here, I'm gonna go back in. Like, it should be tomorrow between 4 and 8 p.m. He's kind of an asshole. And sometimes he doesn't fucking show up. And sometimes he acts like... Oh, is he already here? Yeah! Despite just leaving and coming back, he says he's late. I am late? And thus he's at time to nurse. So if you come back the next day, he's supposed to have half health. I should have healed beforehand. We might use that save state, we'll see. But he's supposed to be at half health if you come the next day. He said I was late. I was very much not late. I was very much early. He's extremely glitchy for some reason and doesn't have half health when he should. If I come in with full health, I'm pretty sure we will win this. Yeah, no, he always seems to think you're late. It's like, I could try waiting to the next day to see if he still says I'm late, but we're just gonna fight him again. Yeah, pretty much healed. Oh, hello. Ice mushroom. Greatly boost discipline. So yeah, he's now like full health when you're supposed to come out the next day and he's half health. I don't know if I've ever managed to come back at half health. If I'm lucky, I might learn that from this. Yeah, it probably is check if you arrive at the right time, but I feel like he does just pretty much... I've come back the next day and he's gone early. It's really irritating. It doesn't really seem to be a correct time. If you want, I could try it. We see we can win. I could reload and we could come back at the appropriate time tomorrow. Fuck it, right? We won here. I could definitely do it when he's at full health. Just load this one before I even healed him. Let's go! Let's see if it works. The other weird thing is that MegaRaymond will not be able to come at 4 because he wakes up at 6. So, we're gonna have to come at 6. And we'll see how it goes. He is there between 4 and 8. Like, so we don't have to come at 4 exactly. You don't. We have the save state here if he decides not to show up, but... hopefully he doesn't, because I'm gonna be doing a bunch of item stuff. But let's go. We're gonna come back tomorrow. As close to 4 as MegaRaymond will let me, and we'll see if he still says I'm late. Yeah, I getcha. But I think it's just... like, I think for some reason he just always thinks you're late. Like, that's kind of my previous experiences. No matter what time I come to see him, he's like, you're late. And it's like, no, I'm not. Alright, here we go. I think he's just an asshole. But we'll see. I could believe that it is playing his late, even though I am there early, because they don't have an early dialogue for him. But I have found it really finicky in what it considers late. There's also the, like, sometimes he just doesn't show up. Like, he's supposed to show up at 4, and sometimes he just doesn't. And then you're guaranteed to be late. But it does mean you cannot miss him, because some people are like, oh no, I couldn't go the next day because my Digimon died. You can bring in later Digimon, like, you know, years later even, and he will be there, and he'll be like, you're late! And he'll be like, yeah, I'm a little late. I am, in fact, quite late. But we did see him there at 8, so that does imply that, yes, he is there between 4 and 8, so... we'll see. I wish we could be there at 4 exactly, but unfortunately MegaRaymond wakes up at 6, so... try not to get stuck in the Mojimon. You can also actually send him down the igloo. With how you talk to him, you can actually move him in different directions as well. Yeah, you're late. Your party looks different. It's fine. Don't worry about it. Maybe I can shove him really far down this carpet. He can move so far forward from his position. like if you had enough anchovies and omnipotence and stuff, you could actually pull him right out of his igloo. Steal his house. A lot of Digi anchovies, but I have in the past done a ton of it. The retro achievements does make you do a ton of fishing. Just, you know. In the past, I did fishing because, yeah, you can trade the fish for money here. Digi anchovies for money. So fishing for money and then buying cards and then giving them. So kind of like, I think the way you are supposed to kind of get max stats is doing this, is doing the trade, getting money, spending the money on cards, going to Shogun Gekamon, trading the cards for points. Ooh, I was almost in Chapter's Igloo. And then buy the stat chips from Shogun Gekamon, but that is, basically not how anyone makes max stats in this game if they know what they're doing. We do need an awful lot of money for the glitch method. I will show it off, but I probably won't do it too much, because it does, even more than this, it breaks the game in absolute half. Although I guess this is involved in it, so... Very, very close to you. I don't like being this close to you, buddy. God, how many do I have left? 36, alright. About 2/3 of the way down. I set up a macro for this. Because I had to do this a lot when I was doing the mastery of the set, so, by far the easiest thing to do is to set up a macro to do this for me on Turbo. I think it's the fact you have to go down as well. It's like, if it was the top one, this would be so much easier. I absolutely destroy the Digi economy. Okay, I'm not far enough in his grade. It doesn't matter because I am just using an autopilot, but... The equivalent of mining Bitcoin? It's pretty close. See, you can shove him so far out of position, it's so funny. Hello. I beat, Machine Raymond. Now we're in cleanup. Perfect. Alright. Alright, big stretch. Okay, I'm gonna do some training, and then we're gonna... I think the best thing to do is to fly to Friesland, then sleep where Frigimon's house is, and then see if Garurumon still thinks I'm late. We'll see if he does have half health. Again, I feel like he is just so glitchy. And he really doesn't when he should. Alright. Nearly 200,000 money from 99. I think it was even 98 region recoveries, so... The money trick is it's tedious, but it is very, very, very good. Yeah, when I was doing the retro achievements, I could not, in fact, give myself infinite bits, unfortunately. Hardcore, baby! Here I could, but, since I'm not going for retro achievements, I don't need to do the bullshit. But yeah, I think I will, if I get my files over from my laptop, I can show off the medals. Interesting, because I already have a memory card, how that would go. Interesting. Alright, so I think it's probably mostly health to make the large recoveries feel less terrible for only healing like 4,000. This also gets me power, so I'm not unhappy with that. Whoa, 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 buddy, calm down. Yeah, to max out your money, you need 5 trips to Digimon. Unless you, also buy... I mean, the good thing about Turbo and a macro is that I could also buy 99 super carrots, trade those for omnipotence at the other one with the turbo macro, and then trade those at him for the other chips. So I actually only needed 2.5 trips. Gotta love emulators. I did a lot of this on console back in the day. How much lifespan short am I tired? It's a few hours. I don't know exactly how many. It might be 3 or 6 hours. It is definitely a decent amount. You definitely don't want to get the teardrops if you can help it. But really sticking me in that sign. Alright, one more heal and then we rest. See when he wants to go to bed. He went to go to bed at 4 AM because of all the fighting in Mount Infinity last time. He normally goes to bed at 6. See when he wants to this time. I definitely want to be in Friesland when we save and sleep, so... I was like, please don't need to go to the bathroom. Alright, I think we'll do one more armor chain. Do I just get sirloin? Jake Paul with a couple of espresso shots. That's so mean. I mean, I've done a lot, but I was getting a lot of tedious stuff on console that I would not do today. Alright, I think this should not make him wanna eepy eep. Okay, good. Alright, back to Friesland, and we'll see if Garurumon is like you're bang on time. I mean, fingers crossed, because he's a lot easier that way. He is just such a dick. I'll also take a safe state here, and then, you know, one before fighting him. Yeah, I got donuts, apparently. I got 3. I only asked for 1 donut, and I got 3, apparently. Okay, he'll want to sleep now. We'll sleep on this screen. Just wanna make sure he's not hungry, because sometimes he's hungry. Nope, just sleepy. Alright, EP. Yeah, there's 2 more, there's 2 donuts, there was 3 donuts in there, yes. I ain't 1, so there's only 2 now. But yeah, there was 3 donuts in there. Oh, this is 4. Okay, he actually did wake up at 4. Alright, am I on time, motherfucker? Nope! I'm still late! And I genuinely don't know. I mean, maybe it was because I fought him between 4 and 8. Like, maybe you had... I think he's there all the time beforehand. And then the rematch is in 4 days. Maybe because I fought him at 7. That, like, glitched it. Oh no, he is at half health. He said I was late, but he is at half health. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. He said I was late, but he didn't actually heal. He is at half health. Although the coming earlier means he's not at half health. Alright, there you go. We did manage to get the half health thing he's supposed to have if you come on time. Which does make him a lot easier. Digimon World being Digimon. He still said I was late! There we go, we'll get another HP chip out of him. I have been trying to learn Ice Statue this whole stream, but unfortunately it's only 8% on MegaRaymond. So it's not likely, so, you know. Unfortunately, we probably will not get Ice Statue. It being the second nature just makes it so much harder. But we have recruited Garurumon, and he is a restaurant Digimon. Now, you don't give a shit about the cold, right? Yeah, you don't care. So yeah, I think we will go and do the other. I think the only other recruit that we've got before our 3rd Digimon. Yeah, learning Ice Statue is a real fucking pain in the ass. Alright. We'll talk to Digimon. Digimon said he was gonna cook. Digimon came here selling treasured items. We're at 89 prosperity. We can go see Mamimon and Devimon in the shops as well. We haven't actually gone and had a look. To be fair, do I leave? I didn't realize it's 3:45. Yeah, it's quite a long trek to the last one. So I'll go to the shop, we'll see if we can find Mamimon and Devimon. See what they sell. And, next time I will get the last recruit we can get as, MegaRaymond. Or at least I'm going to get as MegaRaymond. And then we'll prep for our 3rd and final Digimon. So Ninjamon's here. He doesn't sell items, he just knows about items. 32 items are food. Rare items grow naturally. Some areas can't be found in others. Given a blue apple in native forest. He basically just tells you there's a bunch of items in the world. Alright, MegaRaymond. So yeah, he sells the buff items that we've been using to make money. Let's have a look at Digimon. Digimon sells something very interesting and honestly incredibly useful if you are doing the retro achievements. There he is. Alright, at least a surprise. You might use my items. And it's one of a kind. He sells devil chips. So these boost stats. These boost offense and brains by 100. Defensive speed by 100. One of these is labeled incorrectly, I believe. Offensive and speed by 1,000. Because I think one of those is supposed to be HP. Because it does not boost speed by 1,000, that would be max stats. So they're pretty cheap, and you're like, hey, that's a lot of stats for pretty cheap, right? They decrease lifespan. So the downside of these stat chips is they are very, very good stat ups. I'm going to see exactly how much they reduce your lifespan by. One whole day. One whole day, in exchange for 200 points of stats. I do believe E is the one that's incorrect. Let's see if I can find the real stat. The in-game description, which is incorrect. But what these are useful for is reducing lifespan. And so that you can kill if you're trying to, say, fill out this entire chart, reducing lifespan is useful. The other downside is there is a chance when you use these chips that you will reduce your tamer rank. I look into exactly, I feel like it's a 5% chance or something. Okay, it is a 10% chance of losing a tamer level if you feed DV chips. So, yeah, Saiyan chips useful, but also dangerous. Very funny. Alright, so the place we are going for our final one, which will be next Wednesday, is actually Mount Infinity. So in order to get the post-game recruit, who, again, I would argue is the most important recruit, if you're a completionist of this game, is all the way at the top, back at the top of Mount Infinity. So we remember how long Mount Infinity was. And a lot of those boss rooms that didn't have any fights in them now have random encounters in them. So there's a lot more dodging and or a lot more fighting, depending on if we want to try and learn Ice Statue again. But that'll be for Wednesday. So Wednesday we will get the Digimon at the top of Mount Infinity. I need to, before Wednesday, figure out what rookie I want. Kind of which rookie is easiest for me to get a specific champion from. Cause the thing is, like, the easiest way to get this guy is to not raise stats above 100, but I don't want to do that. I will be raising stats, so, we'll see. I know there's definitely some rookies where it's easier than others. And we are gonna get 4% of our stats passed down from this MegaRaymond. That's Wednesday. Alright, Sunday we're back with more Advance Wars 2. More of this on Wednesday. We're getting close because I am gonna get 100 prosperity is the goal, and I think it will take me 2 streams. We'll see. It might take me less than that. It'll be interesting. But, I think it'll be more than 1, I think. Oh, yeah, because I'm gonna do the, other dungeon as well. Yep. I think it'll take me 2 streams. I'll see y'all on Sunday. Bye, everybody!